All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Mustang Studios podcast. It's now the 19th episode. Yay! It's by the time we're recording this, it's May 2nd, so it's like the first week of May now.
AP exams.
Oh yes, AP exams. Right. Yeah, today's episode is about school. Oh yeah, who's with me today? It's Richa, Taylor,
the hungry one. Okay, Padma, I'm eating, okay.
Sreya.
And Bhavika?
All right, yes. As I said before, today's episode is all about school, our reflection of school.
School food.
School everything. Yeah, like the four of us here are seniors. One of us is a freshman. So for the seniors, it's kind of like our reflection of our K through 12 school years.
But we're like hardened war veterans when it comes to this, okay?
Yeah, like I told my mom that after I graduate, I want to go to a spa. I'm so done.
Honestly, though, we just need a time off, you know?
Exactly. Honestly, I'm gonna miss it though. You know, I'm gonna miss K through 12 learning. I feel like college is gonna be even worse though, right?
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to the fact that everyone's going to be different after college.
Yeah. Oh yes. How do we feel about becoming adults? Some of us are 18.
I still feel like I'm 16. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Also, it feels like adult years are gonna be like lonely or something.
I know, okay, they make it seem like adult years are like, oh, you're gonna have to be all on your own, you're like a lone wolf. I'm like, dude, what makes you think I'm ready to adult? Really? Adult's just a name, bro.
Exactly.
I feel like a kid through and through.
That one Minions meme, like age is not just a number.
Bhavika, what is your take on this?
My whole take on this is like, how do I say this? Oh, I definitely still feel like I'm 16.
Yeah.
In Spanish, I literally answered like, I am 16 years old, and I'm like, wait, no, I'm 18.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened to 17.
17's a blur, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like 15, 16, boom, 18.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't take honors, Ken.
Honors can.
Whatever you do, don't take classes you'll like know that you'll regret taking. Don't do it because it's an honors or an AP. Do it because it's a class you know you'll do well in.
Especially if your parents make you.
Yeah, advice for all the underclassmen about taking classes: use what you have, do what you can.
Oh yeah. Also, don't just like join clubs. Actually, do like extracurriculars so you can actually write stuff in your essays. Unlike me.
Oh, exactly. I made this.
Oh yeah, don't like ghost your clubs, guys.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's kind of
It's sometimes hard to not though, because like you just kind of lose interest.
yeah, but okay. Think of it this way: if you don't like a club in the first couple meetings, you're not actually committed to the club, right? So you can just leave. No, no one's gonna hold anything against you. But if you're in that club and you regularly like, I don't know, ignore the emails or like the messages that the club member sent you, chances are you should probably get out of that club. Even if you've been getting this for like months, like 3 months maybe.
Oh yeah, I get that.
And then you should like probably leave the club because you don't want to get bombarded with unnecessary emails,
That's true.
especially with something you're not interested in.
Yeah, like send them an email that, like, hello, I'm not interested in being in this club anymore. Can you take me off the mailing list?
Yeah, that would be like good to do.
I know, but if you're someone who doesn't like to, hurt the feelings of others, you just kind of have to do it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I made the same mistake in sophomore year. I took like so many clubs.
Oh my god, I joined at least, I counted like 10 clubs, and I never I didn't show up to like any of them, so I just lost interest. So I kept getting emails, but I didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Feels bad
did,
though.
I joined like fashion club. I joined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like I try to go to as many of the meetings as I can for all of the clubs. But like that was like at the time where our sophomore year kind of got cut off at the end.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to have a fashion show, but that never happened. I wanted to join because I wanted to like learn how to sew and all
Mhm.
that stuff, so that I can like build those skills and everything. But like, I don't know. I don't think I have mastered those skills from the club. I was in Key Club in my freshman and sophomore years, but then I thought of doing it for all 4 years, but I stopped because the club didn't feel like a family to me. I wanted a club where I felt like I could belong, and that club, like after being at that club for 2 years, it just felt very weird for me to stay in that club because like it's not a good club for introverts. It's like you have to go to these events and do cheers and everything
Mm-hmm.
and stuff for your division, and then like I liked that it was like a service club and everything, but like I kind of felt disconnected.
And you also have to consider the size of your club when you're joining, because for most bigger clubs, I feel like it's harder to get the full club experience.
Like for this club specifically, since we're all kind of tight knit friends, and then Taylor, it's a new addition. There's like more group bonding
You
in a
feel
sense.
you
Yeah,
can belong.
yeah,
like
you feel
belong.
that you belong more.
Yeah.
So my chief recommendation to any underclassmen: if you want to start a club, go ahead, do it. It's gonna make you look better, especially when it comes to like college applications. That too, you learn a lot of valuable skills.
But you can't just make a club. You actually have to do something with the club if you're gonna like write it on your essays. Because take my word for it, I joined a bunch. I made a bunch with my friends, and I couldn't write anything about them because we never really did anything in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it's better to start clubs where and you know that you're gonna like you're passionate about it and
Do
you
it
know
if
that
you're
you're
passionate
gonna
about it,
yeah, you're gonna do something. You're
And
gonna
we seriously need more like I like the community service type clubs, but I feel like we need more like fun hobby type clubs, right?
But then it goes the whole idea of like, is this going to be helpful in the long run? What does it contribute?
yeah, because
That's
there's some clubs where I'm in them, but it's kind of like a waste of time. You know?
I guess. But then there are also clubs like, say, for example, Digital Arts Club. Many people go there maybe as a hobby. A lot of maybe like growing artists, they do it to access the Adobe software, which is really good, like the industry standard in today's world. But also, because in digital art, it's not just drawing, but it's also like motion design, it's graphics, it's graphic design. You work a lot with advertising, which also helps make your own merchandise. You learn a lot of business skills, marketing, putting your work out there. It's also one of the key things you learn as a digital artist. Drawing and painting aside, you need to know how to market your skills. And I think the Digital Art Club is a wonderful example of being able to mesh both hobby and purpose together.
Yeah.
Join the podcast club.
The podcast.
Yeah, the podcast club. Actually, the thing about us, I mean, we talk about kind of whatever we want, really, but
Yeah.
I think the one
That's
thing
the
that
best part.
yeah, that is the best part.
Whatever we want.
The one big takeaway from stuff like this is that we're exposed to the internet and we need to know how to deal with the internet and the weird stuff that happens there, right?
And plus, this whole club is just essentially like a video. It's like a video article, sort of. But without the video,
Audio.
audio.
Audio. That's what you meant.
Apologize, our brains are fried today.
That's just you, my friend. It's just you.
You're gonna see more videos come out.
Hopefully in the future. But I think the podcast club personally has taught me how to deal with the idea of media, kind of the nuances of certain media censorship, why they would censor certain things, and just knowing how to deal with the press in general. Because we can't, I'm not gonna lie, there's certain things we can't say on the podcast for the sake of maybe the school not allowing it, maybe like it's just a very sensitive topic to cover, maybe it's gonna be potentially very politically biased or offensive. We don't want to tick off anybody. So as a member of the podcast club, we learn how to navigate that kind of difficulties and still be able to put out good content for people to like potentially listen to.
Yeah, we should talk more about this in our last episode of the school year, our goodbye message. That can be like a reflection of our whole podcast.
Well, you heard it first. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
A little snippet of what's to come.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be so sad. I hope none of us sheds any tears.
Oh, you would never see me cry.
Bro, there's only one thing that can make me cry.
Onions.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
That's the one thing.
Onions.
And people poking at my insecurities, but that's a different story.
Anyways, guys, on to some more funny stuff. Have you seen the school mascots from some colleges and universities?
Okay,
You want us to show you a picture?
you can't show a picture. How are people gonna listen to a picture?
No. Okay, guys, let's search up with me. Search with me the
Search with
UCSC mascot, the banana slugs.
No, remember
It's so
science camp
cute.
where they had like the song that goes like banana slug, banana.
That was really cute though. The USC,
It's
the
so
banana slug is
cute.
okay. I'll tell you an example of a more egregious one. Okay,
To Stanford.
Wait.
Stanford's is literally a tree. It's just a big tree. You know what a more egregious example of this would be the mascot of one of the oldest art schools in the country. It's a pine tree, bro. It's fine.
Yeah. But you know
Search up Rhode Island School of Design's mascot.
What is this? Advised.
I don't know what this
Wait,
is.
can we get like Maximus on the podcast one day to like
Maybe.
ask?
Fighting okra?
Fighting okra.
This looks like a character from the Amazing World of Gumball.
Oh, that show's good. Or funny.
Too bad they don't make shows like that anymore.
I mean, did they stop airing episodes? I think they did, right?
Probably. I think so. I mean, I watched Shrek yesterday. I never realized how much of a fever dream it is to rewatch Shrek.
Yeah, it's
like,
just something else.
What even goes on in this movie? Really?
That's what we
know.
love about it, honestly.
You never know. And you know what movie is also a fever dream to watch? Penguins in Madagascar. It's still funny from when I was a kid, and it's still funny now for some
I
reason.
want more movies like this.
Right, they don't make movies like that anymore. It's like, oh, there has to be very deep or very politically based. I'm like, nah, man. I just want something that makes me wonder if I like was on acid or something.
Honestly, I love these college mascots. They actually make your day much more better.
Dude,
Like,
I'm
less
telling you, if you
of the
really want a
stressful
mascot to
days.
make your day, make or break your day, search up Rhode Island School of Design's mascot. Just do it.
Let me see.
What is that?
Wait, what is this?
Yeah, that's the mascot of Rhode Island
I
School
feel
of
like
Design.
everyone wants to sign up for that mascot for that reason alone.
Bro, I feel like I dodged a bullet there, though. For all of you who are wondering about the commotion behind the mic, we're just looking up like college mascots. Anyways, let us continue.
All right, speaking of which, what's everybody's favorite school subject?
Is that even a question, my friend?
I have a question.
Don't say lunch or recess, guys.
Do people even call it recess anymore?
No school.
Sleeping.
My favorite school subject is PE, actually. It's so much fun. It's a great stress reliever. It's amazing.
Until they make you run the mile.
No, it's fine though.
Running is actually not that
it's like-
bad.
It clears my head.
My
I didn't
favorite
get that.
is orchestra because it's first period and it wakes me up.
Yeah.
I guess in that case, mine would be engineering because it's basically a STEM kids frat house.
Same.
It's fun in there though.
Intellectual frat house.
It's just basically a giant game between our table group and Mr. Geis of who can switch tabs the fastest, so it looks like we're working. We are actually working, though, I swear.
No, no. I get you, because in digital art, my favorite class, it's like, how much can I mash Control Z to make it seem okay? You don't have any idea how much the Control Z command has changed my life.
Me too. I'm not even in art, but I still use it really.
Undo.
Yes. Okay, I'm making a piece that has a theme of bubblegum, right? What's the last thing you expect on like a bubblegum theme piece? Just this big wad of black. Just Control Z. It's gone.
Yeah,
You can't do that on traditional media, bro. If I make
you just like control Z.
okay, what I act oh my god.
Controls your life.
Sometimes I wish, bro. It's like go back, Control Z. I can't do that, unfortunately.
Oh, speaking of which, do you guys have any regrets, like school regrets, that you wish you can turn back time and?
Yeah, just don't sign up for online classes.
Don't sign up for AP classes.
No, sign up for AP classes.
No, you can be.
But if they're online, then back out immediately. Like leave. Don't do online.
Don't do online.
It is terrible. Absolutely
But
terrible.
AP
Don't do
classes
online
for-
AP classes.
Yeah, online AP classes don't do.
Because the senior honors burnout is reaching me, and I don't think I can do it.
Bro, that
It's good for.
it hit me like a truck in the beginning of the semester, okay? I'm done. The thing about AP classes online, you learn nothing. You literally learn
You're gonna fail the
nothing.
AP test. It's like a straight path to failure.
Really? No, it truly is.
Yeah.
If you're taking psych, so basically I took notes on like every single sentence because you could use them for the online test. So that did help me study, and
No.
I got a good score.
How to
I did
cheat
the
without
same thing
actually
as you.
cheating.
I did the same thing as you. There's no such thing as a good score in my book.
What class was it? Because
AP Psych Online. I took it last year.
I took AP Lang last year.
Okay.
Online.
The thing about online AP English classes is that for some reason I have to do all these projects that require me to make a slide presentation, and then I have to make like this media file of like a video show, like advertising a set for a story, and I'm like, where is this going to appear on my AP exam? No one's going to tell me to whip out Premiere Pro and be like, can you make this video for me?
The thing is, I took like AP Stats online, and so I currently studied for it. I'm just realized they were mainly teaching me the FRQs, not the multiple choice. So yeah, I'm basically pretty much a dead bean until after this. I'm just hoping for like a 3 at this point.
Sadia is doing her AP exam right now.
Let's all send love to Sadia.
Manifesting the 5.
Yeah, I'm taking my AP Calc AP exam on May 9th.
Oh, same day. We can like, cry together or something.
No, sure. Don't you have Physics C?
Yeah,
You have to stay until 2.
No, that's the next day.
You have to stay like at 2, and then
Cheers.
I have to wake up at 8 for English, and then 12 in the afternoon for stats.
Wait, what days?
So Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh no. Good luck, Papa.
I'm kind
My
of.
mom's like, you better get a good score, and I'm like, ma'am.
I don't know.
I've been set up from the get-go.
Bro, I don't know about y'all, but I just have to upload a bunch of photos, write a description, and that's it. I'm done. But the thing about AP Art is that the exam is not like your traditional AP exam where you have to sit down and write stuff. For the longest time, everybody thought that the AP Art exam was like, oh, you have to draw X thing in like X amount of minutes. I'm like, you can't exactly do that because everybody has a different process.
Yeah.
For some people, it takes days upon days to complete one body of work, and for some people, they can do it in like 30 minutes. There's no fair way to gauge that, right? So instead, they do it by having you submit this body of work in the sense that you have multiple pieces that represent some sort of like theme. And then 20 pieces, out of those 20 pieces, 15 is just to showcase like your ideas, sketches, concepts, and finished work. And then The other 5 is to kind of show your theme in a sense. So you have to get all of this in by like some sort of deadline, that is the AP exam. That's it.
That's the chillest one I've heard.
Nah, you know how long it takes to make 20 pieces of work, my friend?
Oh, Sadia's here.
Say hi.
We were just talking about you.
How was it?
Hi, I just came from the depths of AP Gov.
How was it?
Oh, AP
How
Gov.
was it?
Kind of bad.
At
Oh,
least we're all in the same boat of we're all gonna die.
Wait,
we're all in the
did
same
they
boat and it's
give
gonna
you an
sink.
email about
We're all
all the-
sinking.
Like where
Yeah.
to go for the exam?
Yeah, there was the email. Oh my god.
Oh,
I am slowly gonna lose it. I'm sorry, Taylor.
What do you mean you're slowly gonna lose? You're already losing it.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, there's a whole like 5 pen sections.
No, I was talking to another kid about like AP stats. You remember in the assembly I was talking to like another girl about AP stats, and she's like, "Yep, I'm gonna fail too."
Oh no, yeah, she was talking.
Because the pass rate is 60%, and a way to get a 3 is a 30%, 38%. So I'm either really terrified. I'm terrified. If the pass rate is so low,
Seriously, no.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
You know, I'm kind of worried about the 8th graders that are doing advanced math because they're doing it all in Edgenuity.
How much you gonna bet they're? Oh my
Like,
god.
Imagine them coming to the high school.
But
and-
this is useless. All of what I learned in 8th grade is perfectly useless. They do nothing on Edgenuity.
And then you come and do your
Dude, who thought it was a brilliant idea to use this garbage platform to teach
and
kids?
speaking of which, I've noticed this with like parents. It's like, why do you care if your kid's not in accelerated math or not? I really don't get it. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't really change, I guess, like their pathway. Because again, they could just take college courses in like high school. And
They can take like this to Delta College courses.
Yeah, and again.
And if anything, doing it in Delta is the biggest advantage because then you get actual college credit. Then you can waive that in actual colleges.
and then
Just
you
don't do
need
the
to
early
take
college
APs.
program unless your parents are willing to pick you up at like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my god, okay. If any underclassman is considering doing Delta, especially, even though I didn't do the early college program, I did a bunch of classes at Delta. Classes go up really, really late sometimes. I had this one lecture that started at 5 and then ended at like 8:30 on a good day. But then usually when it becomes really late, it's like 9:30. The worst I had it was at 10.
I think it was like it was like psychology or sociology. It started at around 5, but then we would get out at like 9 or 10.
I only took like one class of like psychology. I was only there for one class, but yeah, it was like till like.
It was like late.
Yeah, it was late. Like, you should probably be getting ready for bed now. Kind of like.
Are you guys okay with taking classes late, like late classes in college?
I feel like I would be okay. I'm more of a night owl at heart anyway.
I mean, to be honest, if the way that I see it's like if that's the only option, then so be it. I might as well just get used to working late hours because I feel like it could benefit me in the long run, right?
That's true. But then all day you're kind of like stressed, like. Oh my
Hey man, you know
God,
how
I
many?
have to go to this
Do you have
class.
any idea how many Costco cookies I had to keep stashed in my bag when I was in college, the Delta College? I had like 2 like jam-packed, like protein-packed cookies to get me through the lecture. Whenever we had breaks, I'm just like wailing down all of this cookie mass just to keep myself awake. Which usually ended up working, but then I just fell asleep in the next 30 minutes.
Mine is just doing schoolwork and like listening to the lecturer at the same time. So that was fun.
The smartest thing to do actually is that if you know you're someone who's prone to falling asleep in like long monotonous lectures, just turn on a voice recorder from your phone, record it, and just, I don't know, go to sleep or something.
And then just nap and listen to it on like 2
Are you
speeds.
talking about in person?
Yeah.
In person early? In person?
Yes, you know how late it gets? Girl, I'm tired, okay? I got homework. I gotta go to.
And make sure if you're doing the early college program, make sure your phone is charged. Always. Because I came in with like a dead phone. And like since I couldn't borrow anyone else's phone, I had to sit there for a while. And then my dad got mad at me.
Oh, and also, group projects are a scam. Even in college, bro. No one, I don't think anyone's gonna tell you this, but
A scam?
yeah, they're a scam. I was paired with this one group for my psych final. And for some reason, I had to be the hard carry of that group. I had to do all the work. And I'm like, y'all are college kids. I'm a puny, like, 15-year-old. Y'all are, like, 20, 19. Like, why do you need... They were very nice about giving me the work.
Oh.
They're like, how about you do it? You seem smart. And I'm like, is it because I'm brown? Like, explain to me. Yeah, you're older than me. Like, in that point in time, my brain was, kind of operating on the logic that, okay, if someone is older than me, they're probably more knowledgeable and smarter because they've been through more. That's a lie. That is a huge lie, okay?
Depends on the person, but you can't really judge.
Hey, man, I was conditioned to think that way since I was a kid, okay?
Obviously, but-
You know the whole concept, respect your elders because they know more than you. Like, that's a lie.
Yeah.
That is a big fat lie.
Some things you have to learn when you're older.
Yeah.
My dad, he works online for a college class, and the one thing he says is do the work because some of his students do nothing and fail, and they've already like paid a ton of money for the course too.
See, that's the one thing. Yeah, okay, when you're in high school, technically you're not liable. You're not like truly responsible for the money because you're a minor. You kind of depend on your parents at that point. But once you go to college, I can't understand how people will like slack off in their classes. Like, dude, you're paying for this.
And especially if it's a major you picked.
Exactly.
Like, I picked psych, I'm dedicated to that major.
Bro, if I ever catch myself slacking off in art, I think, dude, my parents will never let me hear the end of it because it's a major that I picked. I wanted to do this.
Same here.
Look,
I need to stop now.
Yeah.
Look, I might be taking biology and I might sub into organic chem, but it's for what I want to do. So sometimes
You sometimes have to bite the bullet for what you want to do in life. Let this be a lesson to all you underclassmen.
I'm biting the bullet by having to go to master's and graduate school.
Ooh, I might go to graduate school.
Ooh. 2 kids in academia
I
here.
probably have to go to medical school though.
Yeah, because you're going to be a doctor. You're going to have to practice medicine. You have to go to medical school,
I mean,
obviously.
not as a doctor. I kind of want to do like more like laboratory stuff. So like.
But you still probably have to go to med school. Hey, man, I hear the most interesting stories from like my med school cousins. One of them had to like volunteer at a hospital and she saw like the most disgusting things known to man. And has to study them. She has to look at images of them and to study them.
You gotta learn how to stomach them.
Oh, and also fun fact, licensed psychologists can also work in hospitals as well, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And my dad's just like, I don't think you can get a career with psychology. And I tell my dad, like, I'm going to work in a hospital. Watch me. And it's the best part. It's like, since my dad works at Kaiser also hires licensed psychologists.
Nice.
Speaking of,
like a box of candy at my desk.
ooh, that's nice.
Dude, you're going to
Jobs.
basically negate the purpose of being in a hospital by giving candy to kids.
Sugar-free candy.
Then what's the point? Do you think kids want, do you think adults want caffeine-free coffee?
Who do you think the candy's
point.
for? Them
Just
or me?
point.
It's for me. I'm the child.
You know, speaking of jobs, I wanted to do a lot of things when I was younger. I also was thinking of being a psychologist / therapist as well. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna like lose my sanity or something.
Lose your
To all
sanity?
these people and yeah.
Lucky for me, I lost it a long time ago.
No,
I'm sorry, guys.
I also
This is why
wanted to
she-
be, yeah.
Girl, you need therapy more than all of us, okay? I don't know why you're the one becoming a psychologist.
I don't have to pay for my own treatment.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight that logic, bro. It's okay. Anyways, of course, when you're a kid, you want to be everything. You want to be an astronaut. You want to be a cosmonaut. You want to be an astrologer, an astrologist. I want to be a firefighter, a policeman, a marine biologist, a farmer even.
My kid self said she wanted to be a ballerina.
Yeah, my kid self said she wanted to be a princess. And I'm like, girl, that ain't happening anytime. And now that I know the plight of actual princesses, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm a peasant.
You know, my brother said when he was younger, it's like, my brother's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? A frog. A frog. You know what? Valid.
Oh, because he's going to get picked up by a really hot girl and then turn into a prince afterwards. Hey, man.
But first he has to, like, throw a ball into a lake.
Does he? Is that how the story goes?
That's how the original one goes.
My brother, after a year, still thinks he wants to be a dolphin trainer.
Man, I don't know about y'all, but no one talks about this, but the thing is, dolphins are menaces, okay?
Oh yeah, I have recently learned the truth about their
The friendly nature.
Yeah.
See, what humans are to apes is what dolphins are to cetaceans or the marine mammals, but infinitely worse.
Yeah.
Dude, dolphins are like frat boys, unhinged.
Literally, no. I saw this one clip of okay, apparently this is a shared trait in all intelligent species. They love to get high. Yeah, all intelligent species love to do drugs.
Are we gonna talk about this for the last 3 minutes that we have?
I'm gonna make it quick, okay? I'm gonna make it.
2 more days though, so.
I'm gonna make it quick. Anyways, what dolphins do in their free time, just like frat boys, they pass around a little puffer by bullying the absolute crap out of a puffer fish.
Look, I don't even understand Greek life. I don't.
And neither do I, man.
Dude, Greek life terrifies me because I saw like Greek life during during the college tours, and I've never felt more the urge to just run in the opposite direction.
What's the point? It just seems like a point to get high or whatever.
I know.
There's also like fraternities based on your majors, and that could get really scary.
Yeah.
I saw there was like a med school fraternity, and I'm like, those are two of the most toxic things in the world. Sadia, you can vouch for me on this one. I've heard stories about medical school that are just insane.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There was something that they had to shut down a fraternity because they started cheating off one another.
They what?
They started cheating off one another,
Like
test-wise or like assignments.
I just thought they just do handstands and drink beer in copious amounts. I don't know.
Okay, I heard they were cheating on. You know what I heard? I heard they were cheating on each other.
That's been a whole another level.
I'm probably saying they probably cheated with each other, but also cheated on each other. Okay, I'm just saying.
It's just a one giant episode of Scandal.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, guys, that's the end of J1's recording.
All right.
Peace. All right, we'll
See you in a few seconds.
Well, you'll listen to us in a few seconds.
But it'll be a day for us.
Intermission. Cue the elevator music.
Hello, everyone. We're back again. We're back at it again for this podcast episode. So it's the second day of the recording, and we're gonna continue off. I don't know. I always don't know when was like what was the last thing that we talked about.
I'm too here. We talk about whatever we want. So
Yeah. That's true. Honestly, let's talk about study tips, especially since AP exams are coming up. How do we even study for those? How did you guys specifically?
Pain. Anyways.
go in front of whatever god you believe in. You prostrate yourself. Put all your books and sacrifice your pencils.
You pray.
Pick a god and pray.
Yeah.
Just cram, guys. Do not do it the night before. Like, try to do maybe a week if it's that bad. But please study.
Cramming is going to absolutely destroy you in the future. I'm just gonna say this. Take it
don't
from a
cram.
serial crammer. I used to do this.
It hurts
It
your head.
hurts.
Please
So bad.
practice. Practice is perfect.
Yes. Practice makes
Especially
perfect.
math.
Okay, the thing about math is that you just need to write down the formula. Like, I don't know, be discreet about it.
Well,
I'm not condoning
Practice,
cheating.
practice.
Yeah, practice.
It's less about like memorization, more about application.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very important, especially for calc.
Also, any future AP art kids, don't slack off on your pieces. Trust me when I say this, do your pieces as soon as you possibly can. Take time, because each piece will take about like easily 3 to 4 days to make like a fully completed work.
Yeah, I'm sure that
Don't try to
art,
BS it.
especially.
Don't BS art, because it's really easy to tell if you can BS art.
Yeah. Honestly, like I used a lot of Quizlet, and I still do. I'm very active with using Quizlet, especially for my biomed tests and whatever. They're good for like when you need to memorize things, like using flashcards and whatnot. It's a great study tool. Like, I recommend it a lot. And yeah, it's basically your best friend.
Yes, I was gonna add to that. Yeah.
To my Edgenuity fellowhood, Brainly is going to be your savior.
Brainly.
Literally, all the answers are on Brainly and Quizlet.
Wow.
You just have to become a human printer. Print that down in your notebook, okay?
Honestly,
I'm telling you, it's the
yeah.
only way you're gonna get passed in your classes.
Yeah, like Edgenuity, it's so difficult to even study for the tests. Like, how do you even have the time? to
It's not about
study?
time, man. It's all about how fast can I produce X amount of words on my paper at a given minute. It's all about notes. If you don't have your notes, you're screwed.
Yeah. And
Yeah, and you can use your notes on the tests, right?
That is the point.
Yeah.
like actually take notes. If you have to copy down word to word what it's saying in the videos, do it. It will help you in the long run when it comes to these tests because they're not.
Except if you're in like Spanish 3, you're gonna have to memorize some stuff.
And math.
I mean, okay, if
Math
you're doing
is good too.
languages on Edgenuity, my condolences. You should not be doing this stuff online. But
I like how they try to make it fun, though. Like, they have
no,
these
dude,
games,
it's so useless.
activities. And
It's useless. You know what I had to? I think I said this like last time before the break, but you know what I had to do for one of my AP literature projects? I had to rewrite how I'm going to transform a monologue into a visual medium. I'm like, who does this? What is this going to help me for an AP exam? No one's going to tell me to whip out my Adobe like license and be like, hey, can you make something for me? And I'm like, no, this is an AP literature exam. Why do you want me to make a graphic like? Why are you asking me to make like a web page template? I'm not doing it.
then what would you do? What would be the ideal exam for
Just
you?
a regular.
give an FRQ. Just give an FRQ.
Yeah, just make it a regular exam, because already it's not like they're. It's also kind of weird if you do AP literature exam with like websites. I'm just saying, I think that's kind of weird, but it's worse on Edgenuity because this is the course that's supposed to prepare you for the AP exam. It does not do that.
Even like most online mediums are not that good for like teaching AP. Because I took like AP like outside of school, like an on-demand online course. They gave like videos and tests and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't able to do anything. Like even if you turn like homework in, there wasn't really that much feedback either. But I still have to take the test anyway. So
Oh, for stats, right?
yeah, for statistics.
The one thing I hate about Edgenuity, the other many things I hate about Edgenuity, so the one thing I could never understand, why don't you put in explanations for the homework? Like, for example, when I do something wrong in math, I want to know, where did I go wrong? What is the process that I would need to follow to get the correct answer? There is none of that.
Oh yeah, and like last year, though, I only took like one online course and it was psychology. But you know, like those like assignments where it's like they give you a question and you have to like write an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would get like some of them wrong. It would like immediately like say 0, I guess, because if it doesn't have a keyword, I'm like, that's kind of dumb though. Like
Kind of dumb. Same
it's
thing
just
like with,
automated. It
in
doesn't
my
help.
personal opinion, any like online AP classes are not suitable no matter how much it is.
Yeah, we said this before as well. And honestly, you might get a good grade on like an online AP Edgenuity class, but in the actual AP exam, no, it will be even
And
worse.
I have to repeat this pattern again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to like actually study, like especially if you take like a online class, because it's not sufficient enough
Yeah.
of a source.
It's super stressful. It's as if like for all the Edgenuity kids out there, I feel like it's as if you're a slave to your computer. Like you're enslaved to your computer all the time.
Yes, it truly is.
Yeah.
Every single time I open a computer, I am reminded of the shackles, the burden that has been placed on me. Not of my free will, okay?
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to get through one video lesson? For the love of God, don't drag out your words. Please, it's not that hard.
This is not just an Ingenuity problem. It's like a majority of online courses problem. Because like for like AP stats, like for my old course, the videos were like 20 minutes to like 30 minutes long. I was like,
For each video.
for each video, and we were like supposed to space them out, but I was also doing this school as well as like regular stuff, so I wasn't able to finish like with the better start than I would have intended. I ended up getting a C on that course, but
Yeah, I don't even know how
and
that
I've
could
heard
be
that AP
manageable.
stats was like pretty hard for like most kids. Not sure-
Online.
online or regular.
I hear things.
I
Like,
hear,
classmates, they don't
yeah.
really like
You
it.
hear that like AP stats is pretty hard.
I actually hear like some of them say that it's not that hard. Not like AP calculus hard, but it's not as hard as what it seems, I guess.
I mean, the thing about stats is that it's one of those subjects that actually needs a lot of explaining in order to understand. And like the video lessons that they provide on Edgenuity, not good. I had this confirmed by a bunch of math teachers. Like, you watch this, you have to learn from this. And like, unfortunately, yes. You know, it's really a drag to sit through these videos. What they do, I can remember this crystal clear. What they do is there is this one lecture video. They have an equation. They have a bunch of variables. They explain, okay, at least they explain what the variables represent in that equation. They said, okay, here are numbers. Numbers equal this with variables. Input number into place of variable. Here is answer. What?
This is what they do for us. They give us like the equation, they give us problem, and then the answer. And I'm like, I only know how to do it if it's in this specific problem format. What if it deviates?
Yeah,
And you never really learn why.
that's another thing. It's literally just here's equation, here's number, input number, boom, answer. There is no process. Like, okay, what is this exact function doing? What are the steps in each of the way that you calculate? I can't just plug this into Desmos and call it a day. You know?
don't give you Desmos in the AP exam.
They won't give me Desmos. They're not gonna. The only thing I have is like my trusty like scientific calculator. Even then, you're not telling me how to use this. You know, what good is this?
Yeah, I remember you were showing me this one adulting assignment.
It's like, don't do drugs, kids. Yes, and okay, one of the assignments was like, okay, X kid has a bunch of like sleep. He has weird sleep patterns. He hasn't been eating well. You know, he's shut off his like parents or whatever. And one of the answer options was like, A, he's suicidal. B, he just needs to see a therapist. C, Yeah, no. This is okay. One of the answer options, and then C. His girlfriend cheated on him. Okay.
Option.
And then D. He's like his best friend called him like a cheat. His best friend like beat him in a Mario Kart game or something. I don't know. And you know what the correct answer would actually be in this scenario? A. How? What does this have to do with anything? Honestly, the best option in the scenario would just be B. Just see a therapist. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
If your friend beat you in Mario and you're salty about it, that's a you problem, okay? How is this? How? Why should I care about this? Yeah, some of these answer options for adulting online are just really out of pocket, just weird.
Imagine PE online though.
That sounds depressing.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I've heard is you just like take a video or like do a log and then leave.
I heard like someone describe it as like health, but online, like more like.
Yeah, it's like health.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people learning about heredity. They have to like take
In a PE course?
No, they have to take like quiz. Like they have to learn about more about like the sport instead of like actually like playing it like the
What?
freshmen do.
Oh, dude, that's depressing.
You just learn about it instead.
Imagine having to read up on the history of soccer without actually playing the sport. That's like being an art critic without actually doing art.
That's like film studies and like the difference between film studies and actual like filmmaking. Like I don't want to study film. Like I want to
I wanna
actually
make
film
films.
things. Yeah.
Also, I mean, I don't want to drag these people. It's an actual job. But to be fair, to be a whole art critic, you also kind of need to know how to do art. You understand the process and the mentality of an artist much better that way.
That's like also dancing as well. Like
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it makes sense.
How can you be a dance critic without actually knowing how to dance?
You gotta be an expert in like that field in order to actually critique it, I guess.
Yeah. You have to practice. You have to,
I might just like
practice as much as you critique, I guess.
all right. Moving on to more enjoyable topics. Shouldn't we talk about our favorite school memories instead
School
of our
fights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it right now. School fights are probably the most entertaining things to ever happen.
My favorite school memories are our lovely fans.
Our fans.
Yeah, we just got greeted at the window.
So
Anyways.
yeah, we have a window and they just watch us.
My favorite memory is that we were able to sleep in until like 10:30.
Oh yeah.
That is the longest I've ever felt happy. By the way, I'm kidding.
Oh yes,
I'm kidding,
CASP
guys. I'm
testing
sorry.
schedule. Very nice.
Oh yeah, it was so nice.
I was
yeah.
able to get stuff done in the morning actually.
Yeah, and also
Man,
you
I
can
just do this on a
have
daily
fun.
basis. It doesn't matter regardless.
Yeah.
Hanging out with you guys.
Oh yes.
Hanging out with
The
friends.
social life in school.
Oh yeah, of course.
I would
Aside
miss
from
that
school fights,
a lot.
hanging out with you guys, obviously.
Yeah.
I see where your priorities lie, Pama.
Look, man, again,
This
it's like
club.
watching
No, that's valid. I get it.
watching school fights is like watching a magnificent train wreck. Okay, the train is on fire, but this fire is like a beautiful pink, and out of the pink is coming out of its like, I don't know, dying cows or something. It's something a beautiful mess. That's all I can say. That's what fights are to me. It's like so bad, but you just can't stop looking at it.
It's so bad, it's good.
And then you just start getting invested into one of the fighters. Just like fight, grab him in the nose or something. I don't know.
My friend was able to like find lots of school fight videos from here, and she made them into TikTok edits.
Okay, that's what you
fighting.
kids are doing. Okay, I'm an old school spectator. If something happening, I'm just gonna go and see.
I want to
She
see
gets the
this
opera goggles.
TikTok edit though.
It's probably pretty far back.
Actually, what I wanted to see though is kind of like a thing that I see in movies that I want to happen in real life, but I want to see food fights occur.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's gonna get insanely messy.
Because I've never seen that before.
The true life or death situation. It's not zombie apocalypse. It's not power outages. It's a food fight, my friends.
God forbid you're wearing white in a food fight.
You'll be like, oh, I'm representing the.
Representing surrender.
No.
You wave the white flag in response
I'm
to
representing
surrender.
all the food groups, and then you have all the.
Okay, did I ever tell you guys how much of a lie the food groups are?
Huh?
The whole food pyramid is a pyramid scheme, bro. It's a lie. It is a massive corporate scheme to get cereal companies at the top.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Because
Milk?
They get subsidized.
because milk companies had to find a way to get milk into kids. Milk on its own looks boring. But pair it up with the shiny, colorful pebble thing, it's like, oh, okay, interesting. Kids are like, they shut off their logical brain, like, ooh, colorful, must eat, yum, monkey brain. And that's how cereal companies decided, maybe we can profit off of this. And that's why they had the whole wheat is like your base of the diet, and they have cereal in it conveniently enough. And they're like, oh, cereal is the most important meal of the day, kiddos. So eat up, make us money.
The whole got milk campaign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's also tied to
I mean,
it.
to be fair, most of us actually don't even consume as much milk as we grow older.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is-
I just remember the John Cena Got Milk ad campaign.
I don't even drink milk these days. It's like you only drink. I mean, even as mammals, after some point, all mammals just stop drinking milk at some point. It's the same thing for humans. It's like after some point, you just don't voluntarily drink milk. You don't wake up thinking, "Ah, yes,
No.
I must, consume milk."
That's a way to describe it, bro.
And then those who use the Got Milk campaign as something else, like Got Bread, is so unoriginal. They're like got
font's
jackets,
The font's nice, at least. I'll give them that.
Got cake.
This reminds complete separate tangent. This reminds of this one annoying trend that went around for God knows how long, that everything was cake. Literally everything was cake. Do you guys remember this?
I remember this. Yes. No, I don't.
It could look like an eyeball. Okay, it could look like a human eyeball with the glaze and everything that cut into it, and it's just a piece of cake.
Isn't there that one show on Netflix that was like, is this cake or whatever? I don't know.
Why?
Who created a whole Netflix show based on that premise alone?
Or it's like it's on Netflix.
It's the same people who decided it was a great idea to make a TikTok, the hype house or whatever, into a TV show. And I'm like, well, why?
Interesting choice, but I don't know if I agree.
They could have spent that into creating other seasons for other people's favorite shows that they wanted to watch.
And plus, there's like a lot of
Actually
shows.
good shows.
There's like a lot of good shows that are actually canceled, like Anne with an E. What are the ones?
Apparently Bone was canceled, and all, animators, animation buffs, most just casual enjoyers are just mad. Because apparently it was a really hyped up project, and also the premise was super good and people wanted to see it happen. But you know what annoys me most about this entire thing? They canceled all the upcoming animation projects and then they decided it's a good idea to renew Big Mouth for season 7. Why?
What?
Yes.
Who watches Big Mouth?
It's some American cartoon, god awful looking animation. The character designs look ugly. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's just a show about puberty. They have these things called hormone monsters or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of puberty, going back to school. In sophomore year, I've noticed that I've gotten a lot of breakouts in sophomore year. I've had breakouts before, but it was only on my forehead, in middle school. But then in sophomore year, I started seeing them on my cheeks and other places as well. So it became more prominent and more spread out as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never get major breakouts. I get tiny ones around my cheek, kind of like little mountain ridges.
Yeah.
Kind of breakout. Because apparently in my family, my parents never actually got breakouts when they were kids. I don't know how. Apparently my entire mom's side of the family has this really good skin.
Good for that, honestly. Good for
Unfortunately, I didn't get it. Flawless skin. Apparently my mom has never had a pimple when she was growing up. And I'm like, I don't believe you.
And also,
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe her either. I can't imagine that.
But but luckily, as part of that genes, my skin does clear up relatively quickly. Give it like a couple, like 5 days or something, and it's probably gone.
And that's good.
That's cool. Yeah.
And also, like, teenagers, I'm gonna be honest, they look ugly, bro. Allow me to elaborate. We are in a phase, we're in the ugly duckling phase. This is the phase where we go through all the uglies of puberty and then we come out looking like swans as adults. You know?
Something like that. Like,
Sometimes.
yeah, you see those TikTok edits of glow ups or whatever. Oh no, you just grew up. That's all.
That's literally what teenage shit is, dude.
Yeah.
No one is gonna. Yeah.
Like I looked back at old pictures of like my middle school self, and I was like, oh my god, I was ugly.
Bro, I look like a balloon as a kid. Okay. I'm telling you, I was inflated as a kid, and I look back and I'm like, oh, thank God my doctor doesn't hate me anymore.
I think. What do you guys think about the school themed, school related movies that you see, and what do you think are the
High School
similarities
Musical,
and different?
fun movie. Don't believe it though.
Yeah.
That's not.
They lie about how easy it is to drive. It's hard. I hate it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I still have to learn how
Yeah.
to do it. I kind of want to learn it. Otherwise, I am pretty immobile.
Yeah, you would think high school is a musical until you start becoming a high schooler.
Hey man, the one thing that I realize now is I think back on a High School Musical, they never once talk about AP classes.
What about
They
classes
never-
in general?
They don't talk about the
Well,
pain.
that's
They
the
don't talk
thing.
about the pain. They don't talk about the sleepless nights, the
Yeah.
all-nighters, the amount
The
of
stress.
the self-teaching you have to do yourself, or like the pain that is going to extracurriculars, AP classes. You do just a crap ton of
And
volunteering.
even if the fact that as soon as you relax after the AB tests are over, you still have to look back at your scores.
Oh God.
And
Yeah.
safe to say, I'm not the luckiest kid in this department.
I feel like that's the thing with these school-related movies. They're kind of like an escape from reality, what you wish was possible.
Yeah, they're movies. Obviously, there's gonna be
Yeah.
an element of fiction in them.
Yeah.
Just kiddos. If honestly, high school's kind of overrated. It's not something super special. College, it's where it's really at. 'Cause that's where you make connections for your job. That's when you get a degree.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's boring. You see school fights. I don't know.
It's boring if you're like not popular.
But I feel like we'll miss it though. I'm gonna miss it.
I don't know about
I
that
know.
one though.
I mean, I would miss hanging out with like my friends all the time, especially as we
Yeah,
all go
but
to,
now
like,
we have
college
the
and stuff.
internet. We have
Well,
Discord.
yeah,
We have
like,
Instagram. We
Seeing
have
face to face. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But like online, yeah, it makes it easier to like contact.
Best and worst years of your life.
I feel like high school should just be like an okay like phase of a person's life.
I feel like it's the phase where we think we're like hot, but honestly, we're just not. That's the best way I can describe high school.
Yeah, I mean, I do see people like trying out different styles in high school
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, good for them. You have a better fashion sense than I do. But I feel like in high school, we think like, oh, we're really grown up. We know a lot about the world.
You're still
I
a
can tell you I
teenager.
don't. I'm just a dumb teenager. There's a lot of things I don't know about this world.
And the one thing I hate about like this is adults like give us responsibilities. Like I'm still like a kid.
Buddy, I mean, this is like a coming of age kind of thing, right? Because you still have to. This is the time where you start to take on greater
I know
responsibilities.
it's like greater responsibilities, but then some of them get mad when you like don't perform the said responsibility perfectly.
I mean, okay, perfectly, I get it. If you don't perform it, I get it. But at the same time, some responsibilities just amount to crazy pressure.
That's
Yeah,
true,
speaking
yeah.
of like acting as a kid, is Bhavika playing a game right now? Oh, that just reminds me. I see a lot of people like behind the scenes when classes are going on. They're playing like, I don't know what is it called, where you like connect all the puzzle pieces together. Like it's kind of like I don't know, blocks and you connect them.
Tetris?
Tetris, yes, I see people.
That's such an old
play-
game, though.
Yeah, I see people playing it though.
People still play old games.
Yeah,
We
I
still
remember.
play Temple Run.
Yeah.
Temple Run is still a thing. Y'all
Yeah.
remember Temple Run and Subway Surfers?
That was amazing.
Bro, we would have.
I was able to make
Oh,
this one.
talking about a game. All right.
Temple Run and Subway Surfers were like the champion, like the race to championhood in our childhoods. You know, whoever could get the highest score, the most runs or the most coins was awarded like the status of a god. When you were kids, you're like, oh my god, you got like one. I think one person in my family got over like 30 gems and like over like 300k coins in a singular run.
That's so
That's-
cool,
that's
though.
so
In a single run?
In a single run. And she didn't die once.
Again,
Oh.
respect that. That's really cool, though.
Yeah.
Do
As a
that.
kid, this dude's your hero, you know?
Hmm.
But anyways, I digress.
Yeah, actually, this reminds me. Do you think that school has a hierarchy system?
Yes.
Like, but within the
Yes.
students?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unquestionably, that's the one thing a High School Musical has got accurate. The stereotypes are true, but not everybody actually follows them in a sense.
They exist, but they're not like followed to the book. Yeah.
There's like derivatives of them.
Yeah, but there's no explicit. Actually, there are explicit jocks in this school, and then you have the cheerleaders, which are just a subset of the jock. But
I like the
female.
cheerleaders, though. I don't think they're like those typical
Some
cheerleader
of them are nice.
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not really nice,
I-
though.
I'm classmates with one cheerleader. I just don't really talk to her and stuff, and she's really nice. But I hear a lot of stories about the stereotypical cheerleader being really catty and gossipy and that kind of. I just heard stories. I don't know how true it is really.
Yeah, but overall, I really like the cheerleaders in Mountain House High School. Go Mustangs.
Some school spirit right here.
hmm
I don't know. I'm not too big on school spirit. It's whatever to me at least.
It's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, like, what do you think about the school spirit of our school, though?
It's bad.
They tell you to wear blue on Fridays. I don't think anybody does that.
I think some
Or it's
people
like
do.
unintentional.
Mm,
I mean,
Yeah.
there's probably like leadership kids who do.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
leadership
well,
kids
they
have
have
to. They
to.
have to wear blue.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They have to do all the spirit kind of things.
yeah, but actually, when I look at our school colors, I actually really like them. Blue and
Yeah.
silver.
They're
They go
cute.
well together. They're very nice and cool colors. Not like I really hate like mustard colors or super dark school colors.
I
as-
can't handle
This one
neon.
team that had
Oh.
black and neon pink.
How
Whoa.
does that work with the
I think my
Yeah.
old like
Black
elementary
pink, right?
school,
Black and neon.
I think they had like
Was it
I'm trying to think. It was like Panthers or something.
Ultima?
No.
Oh, another.
Oh, some other school.
It had like blue and yellow.
Cordes has blue and neon orange.
Ew.
Oh, neon
Wait, why
orange?
neon though?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so orange.
Blue and yellow would look nice.
Yeah, they look.
Blue.
nice.
Okay, the thing about blue is that blue and yellow it looks very nice. But okay, with the neon thing, if that orange was toned down a little bit, kind of like sort of a palish, like kind of muddy orange with the blue, it would look really nice.
Mm,
Yeah, because
I
they're
can see
complementary
that.
colors. It's a visual
Okay.
compliments.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
pretty if it's like that. Not
Actually, I
neon.
wonder where did the whole concept of school mascots come from?
It's just a way to represent the school, I guess.
To
Something they
differentiate.
call you guys by. Other than
Yeah.
your high school name, I guess.
I guess
Yeah.
to differentiate schools like in a similar school district.
Yeah, it's like a family name. Padma just told us her AP Lit exam is tomorrow.
Yeah, announcement. Every AP Lit kid, prepare. It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't cram though. I don't know, sleep.
I don't
Play a
think
game.
you can cram for that kind of exam.
I don't know, go on a jog or something. Just, I don't know.
Isn't it like
I'm
an
just gonna take a nap
application-based
and,
kind
like,
of test?
Study for stats, I guess. It's just equations and Jesus take the wheel at this point.
How is the
As long as
AP?
I get a 20 out of 40 and I get like half right on everything, I think you're set for like a 3.
That's
Honestly, you just need a
fair.
38% to pass.
Also depends on like how they curve it too, like on everyone else's, like how they do as well.
Oh my god, the SAT curve absolutely like it gets worse every year, bro.
SAT?
I just remembered. The SAT curve. The curve just gets worse and worse each year.
Ah, so that's why my scores were bad.
So apparently what they do is that the SAT is just it's a scam. I'm gonna put it simply. It's a scam.
That's not wrong, yeah.
How do you think College Board gets money?
Good thing I did not take it.
My mom would let me not take it. She's like, you still have to take it. I took it twice. Still ended up with like 1,200.
At least I ended up with it's an okay score. It's like B average. If you would translate it to a grade, it's like exact like on the dot 1,300. You know what I realized?
No.
The only reason why the curve gets worse and worse each year is because students are going to be more inclined to take it again each year because they realize this is a part of their admissions process. But now it's not mandatory anymore.
That's the best part
College
about
Board
us.
is going to lose money. College Board isn't okay. Whoever thinks College Board is a non-profit, whoever wrote that on Google is a massive liar.
Like,
501c3.
Because who decided to put AP classes as like part of admissions?
oh yeah.
I don't know, man. At this point, you're better off doing classes in Delta than you would be in AP.
Oh yeah, that's what I
That's
did.
true. Yeah. I took U.S. History and Delta. Best decision I made. I did not want to take AP.
Yeah.
Me neither. That's why I did any class I could do in Delta. I did. Save for my English classes, which I actually should have also done in Delta, because I wouldn't have to worry about this AP nonsense. Because the thing about Delta is that it's an actual college.
Yeah.
You know, we can get actual college credit for it.
Yeah, it definitely helps taking like college courses like during the summer or like you know.
Better
Yeah.
to end it off in 6 weeks than in a whole year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, pro tip for any kid who wants to do something impactful to your grade but doesn't want to deal with the mess that is AP, just do college classes at Delta. It's a huge lifesaver. You get college credit on top of knowing how to actually deal with college professors, how to address them, what a college setting is like. Albeit it's like a tiny snippet of what you will see in other colleges. But most often than not, if you're going to be in general lectures, you're going to be sitting in a massive auditorium with a bunch of other kids. There's like 300 other students and one lecturer. That's usually what the setup is like in most colleges. And you start to understand and get a feel for it in your high school years, which then helps you a lot once you go to college because then you're not as intimidated.
Oh yeah, there was like also this Dropbox comment about rate the school food. We did not do that yet.
Hey, we had an entire food opinions episode, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we did review food there. Like, I think. Well, did we review like the enchiladas? I don't know.
Oh yeah, we did.
Look, man,
Okay.
anyone can say anything with the enchiladas. I think they're good. Okay, I'm not gonna. Y'all can challenge me on that.
Honestly, yeah. I just wish that there's more vegan options because
Yeah, actually, that's the one
That's
thing
right,
I
yeah.
really
Yeah.
want to.
yeah, I feel like the school itself is super diverse. There should be diversity in the food as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
wanna
they've
see.
gotten much better. They have the new thing called the vegetarian meatballs, which is pretty good actually. It's completely.
the same. Almost.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I've had both.
The power of seasoning.
The power of seasoning. Now that I think about it, all seasoning is basically just vegetables, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from like plant or whatever.
You can't make seasoning with meat. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it like, well, except when you're in Japan, bonito flakes are considered a seasoning, and bonito is a type of fish.
Ooh.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, how about the school Wi-Fi? Should we rate the school Wi-Fi out of
Is it even a question? at
10
this point?
points?
No, 0,
Uh,
-100.
Trash out of 100.
Trash out of 100. It goes below trash tier, my dude. This is the garbage dumpster we're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty slow, and if
Pretty
I
slow. Excuse me.
it's-
Mornings, I literally cannot open up my computer because it just simply will not load.
Yeah, sometimes it takes about 10 minutes to go to my Canvas.
It took me
Dashboard.
30 full minutes just to get Edgenuity working, to open it. Okay, that's how bad it was. I just go on my phone at that point. Like,
Someone
why do I
has
bother?
spoken.
That one day, actually, it wasn't one day. It was like a week where they decided to get a new internet because it would be better.
No,
air
that was a
quotes,
lie.
Better.
That was a lie. It was a huge lie.
That was torture that week. Like,
That was
we
also
couldn't
the
do
week I had a
anything.
bunch of tests on Edgenuity. I had to miss them all because the Wi-Fi didn't work.
Oh, that's horrible. Like, did you had to like take them another day or something? Were you
Yeah,
able
and
to
then
do
I just
that?
got behind in my classes. I was like, this is fun.
And then I tried and jump on the people's hotspots that like didn't lock it.
Yeah.
With the
I mean,
passwords.
Nice.
Thankfully, I had my own hotspot. I I had enough. Fortunately, I had service, so I just popped on a hotspot, and I was like, I guess there's something else to do now. God bless my phone battery for at least lasting me through the day.
Yeah. Honestly,
School executives, you're listening to this, please fix the Wi-Fi. For all things
that
sacred
need
and
to be
holy.
fixed.
Yeah, for all things good and holy, just fix the Wi-Fi. It's really slow. And it shouldn't be slow. We're all working with computers, phones, laptops, desktops, things that need Wi-Fi. We're doing constant uploads, downloads, app. We're hopping onto websites pretty much every point of the day. At least the internet should be up to speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on to another question that I wanted to ask. How many hours of sleep do you guys get on a school day?
I have no clue. I've lost count
Me
ages
too.
ago.
I think I get 7.
Oh, that's good.
So it's actually good
Yeah.
for now.
But what time do you guys sleep?
I don't know. Whenever I feel like it, I
sleep at
guess.
11:30,
Yeah.
and I woke up at like 6:30.
Nowadays, just
11:30 to
9:30.
6:30. So that's a good 7 hours.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, I usually sleep at like 12 and then wake up at 7.
Dang, I
Yeah.
do be out here sleeping early, huh? I sleep at like 9:30 nowadays.
Oh, that's awesome.
But then again, I wake up early to study, like at 3 or 4. So
Oh
There's
no,
that.
I can't do that. I can't wake up and study. That's not good for me. I like studying late at night.
I'm
And
too
then-
tired to study
yeah.
then. That's why.
Sometimes I have to force. Sometimes what I do when I wake up is just for some reason, I'm sleeping. I'm on my bed and I just open my eyes. Like I wrench them open. I'm like, it is time. What is time? And I
Just
have to,
imagine.
No, I literally spring up like a zombie, like straight out of its grave. Like, yes, it is still dark. What is the time now? And I open up my phone. It's like 4 a.m. I'm like, why am I awake?
Like I open my eyes and I look at the poster across my room and try to read it.
Yeah.
And once I'm able to actually see it and read it, I get up.
Ooh.
Let my vision clear.
Yeah. No, that's actually happened to me multiple times, as of late. For some reason, I just randomly get up in the middle of the night for whatever reason. It's like I sleep at 10 or 11:30 max. And then I think I've slept for a good 5 hours, and then for some reason I just pop open my eyes. It's still dark outside. And I'm like, who has awoken me?
It also is worse when you're stressed because you end up waking up at 4:30 and can't go back to sleep.
Who has awoken me? Who has summoned this soul? And I'm like, why am I awake? And I look at my phone. It's like, why is it 4:30? Why am I awake at 4:30 in the morning for no reason? I didn't even plan to study this morning.
I'm
I guess
actually
your body is just.
My body's like, yes, you must wake up at 4.
Speaking of which, as seniors, should we really care about our scores? We're already going to college.
I mean, you still should care, right?
I mean, I
if-
care to a degree.
to get that college credit, I guess you could care. But
I want to get that college
Admission
credit, but at the
wise,
same time, I know for certain classes, it's so far off for me to do.
Wait, can they kick you out if you get a bad score?
Yeah, actually, they
And
can.
your
They have the
senior
power to
year?
do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
For AP classes?
Not for AP classes.
Just your
Just
senior
regular classes.
Okay.
Just regular classes. If you go below a D or something, they can repeal your application or acceptance.
Okay.
or put you on like academic probation. or
As long as you
whatever.
get a C or above in senior year, you're good. They wouldn't like. I don't think they would check like, oh, did you get all A's in your senior
Nah,
year?
that's just Indian parents, bro.
Yeah.
That's literally just brown parents.
Yeah, like that's
I
like
think
done.
Burnout has kicked my butt so bad that I only have 2 A's, and that's engineering and video production.
Dude, I don't know. I haven't even checked my grades in ages.
Even in Edgenuity, you're like, I refuse to see.
Not refuse. I'm just like, all right,
I'm too
going out.
tired.
I go out for a smoke and I'm like, all right, boys, let's open up this computer. Like, what have I got today? All right, am I failing? Cool.
What smoke screen hell am I in today?
Yeah.
He just like looks so done, and honestly, it do be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Let's end this in like 5 minutes, cause you know who's gonna come, right?
We have a very special
A special
guest.
surprise.
Yeah, a very special surprise
Yeah.
after this episode.
Look forward to it.
Actually, this
It's
will be
before the
published. Yeah, this will be published after, after the special episode. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Are there any last thoughts about school, guys? I don't know. Like,
Man, it's over. Let's not think about it too much.
I don't want to think.
That's fair.
Mm.
All right, we shall wrap this episode up, I think.
you don't want to do like a third day?
No.
Nah.
No. All right. Actually, let's get the Dropbox.
I don't think we would even be here for the 3rd day, for like half of it.
Oh yeah, it depends on how long.
Because
Yeah.
me and her are gonna be like cramped up in the morning from like 8 to 12. Oh yeah, I'm behind in Spanish.
Guess who also stopped caring about our classes? Me.
I stopped caring at May, dude.
Oh, I'm just so done right now because of APs. I'm just like.
If you hear random noises coming from the mic, that is just the sound of us being done. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry.
Honestly, fun events for seniors. What do freshmen do?
Oh, we got a lot today.
Hopefully they're not blank.
Yeah.
Maybe we finally are getting some.
Oh, we also have like the recognition night on like.
Oh my gosh! Wait. Should we talk about which colleges we're going to? Maybe we should do that in the.
Maybe.
Okay, cool.
You guys
Time to
want-
disappoint
oh,
my
wait.
parents again.
Let's do that in the goodbye message. Actually,
Sure, yeah.
let's wait a
We're
little
like,
bit.
bye, folks. See you never, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to read some Dropbox comments.
Let's go.
I wanna see some.
Oh wait.
What?
No, let's divide this up. Give me some as well.
Oh.
What this? Okay, you have this one. You can also have this one. Oh, maybe it's a puzzle.
Oh.
I don't want to see it.
I wanna see that.
This looks.
Why?
I
Why
don't-
do you put these?
Earl or?
I have another one that has like.
What is this?
Yeah. You can describe the drawing. Describe the drawings.
It's like
Alright,
that
okay, let's just read
one
these-
mascot we were talking about. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's like the mascot that we refer to.
I have a crush on Earl.
Which Earl?
Miss Earl.
Good question. Which Earl? Is it Mrs. Earl, the teacher, or her daughter?
Her daughter graduated.
Her daughter graduated? Okay, doesn't. Oh, I thought she had 2 daughters.
Oh, did she have another one that goes to school?
Probably not. You have a crush on. We're just gonna call her Mrs. Earl. You didn't even spell the name correctly. It's also with an E. All right.
Could be
what-
like a shorthand term for someone else. I don't know.
Okay.
Listen, you put that Dropbox message. You're getting blasted.
Okay, I don't know what this one says. I don't know if it's mom or man, but it's asking, can you describe your mom in 5 adjectives?
It's probably mom, maybe.
Mom.
My mom.
I don't know. Our
Wait,
Mother's
what?
Day is coming up.
Can you
know about
describe
my
your
mom.
mom?
Why would I describe my mom though? That's good.
Cute,
Yeah,
sweet,
I mean, sure.
bubbly,
Aw.
Oh, that's sweet though.
warm,
My
And-
mom is a mother.
and
In other words, water is wet.
and lovely. Lovely.
That's sweet.
That's
Maybe should I also say chubby? You know,
Get your mom like
chubby
Oh,
is
wait,
like
oh,
a
We
synonym.
didn't say anything. Trust.
Ooh,
We didn't say
Oh,
anything.
wait. Sometimes I call her my Lady Motherington.
Why?
Why?
Lady Motherington. Lady Mothering.
I'm just like, my mom is mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple and sweet.
What's the political and economic state of the world?
Right. Oh, you know that
Shambles.
the meme with Will Smith, like Jaden Smith.
Which one?
It's the meme of Jaden Smith where it's just like, do you want to talk about the socio and economic and political state of the world right now when he was like 8? And
I heard
this
of
whole
that, yeah.
cataclysmic meme.
I don't know why you're asking us, my friend. I don't know. Read the world news. That's all I can tell you.
I'm too conked out to care.
What is this?
Oh no. Okay. What is your opinion on Chase Atlantic?
Oh, I heard that's a musician.
Yeah, that's a musician.
He's an artist. I don't.
said cheese.
Yeah, I thought it said cheese too.
She's Atlantic.
Cheese is nice. The Atlantic Ocean is also very deep. That much I can tell you. I don't really listen to Chase Atlantic. I hear they're pretty good.
They're
Yeah.
okay.
That's all I can tell you. All right. What other messages have we got?
I think that's all. These are just.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you banging on?
What?
The table. The microphone. Okay, let me hear how it sounds in the headphones. Do that again. Oh, it just sounds like brushing noises. All right.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Anyways, moving on. Valorant with 2 exclamation points. Cool. I don't play Valorant. I love the art though. I know the artist. One of the concept artists. It's one of the artists I follow on Instagram and the Twitter. Yeah. I have a crush on Sonini. What?
Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
I have a crush on Sonini. I don't know who this is.
Oh,
Why do you guys think it's a good idea to announce your crush here on the podcast?
they're giving us their confessions.
Yeah, like, what if they listen to the podcast?
I highly doubt.
None of us are named
think
Sonini, I
so,
think.
kind of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a troll comment.
Yeah, it's pretty much a troll.
And the last one,
Zenyatta or Moria?
Zendaya. Is it Zendaya?
I know, it literally just said Zenya, 2 T's, A.
Yeah, we
Or-
apologize. We can't really
what
read
was
your
searching-
handwriting.
So, who is this?
Let me look it up too.
It's a race. Whoever has the best minute wins.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think they're Overwatch characters, I think.
Ooh.
That would make sense if it's that.
Whoa.
Based on character design.
Wait.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, they're currently searching what that is.
Ooh, Zenyatta looks really cool, cyborg. And then who's Moria?
Apparently, this is Mario.
Awesome. Some of our
Nice.
listeners.
Okay, Zenyatta then.
Moria can heal people. Moria can heal more people at a quicker speed than Zenyatta. Okay.
We're not gamers. Our gamer
It's
friend is not
Overwatch.
here today, unfortunately. Should ask him, not us.
Yeah.
I love the art though. The art is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're running out of time. Okay. I think we should wrap this up. That's the end of our podcast episode. If you guys have anything that you want to say to us, email us. Give us any more Dropbox messages that you wish to give us. Our last episode will be it will be recorded next week, and that will be the last episode of the school year, unfortunately. So sorry. Hopefully we'll have a new generation that will continue on. Yeah, stay tuned.
And also, please write more clearly on your Dropbox messages so we can read them.
Yes, that's true. Please do that. Yeah, and that's basically it. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and add our podcast to your Spotify playlist. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.